Hello, good morning, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We're cruising right along. Last time we visited the famed Sorceress Sundries, but first we took a pit stop to the Baldur's Mouth Gazette because we were told that there was going to be a hit piece written about us. And we don't like that. So Arella snuck in after a few tries. And discovered the printing press and the fey spirit that dwelled within. The spirit was friends with the pixie we freed back in Moonrise, so it was willing to help us out. All we needed to do was find a better headline to feed into it. So we did. And then we saved two of the murder targets on the Ballast conspiracy list. And we also murdered the murderer. There may have been collateral, but things happen. We made our way to Sorceress Sundries, discovered the existence of some rare tomes, which we may have stolen for ourselves. Met with the wizard Lilroican, who's been beating up Roland. Also, he wants to leech immortality off of Night Song. So, we stole everything from his vault, learned about the Crown of Karsus, got Gale to give up his ambition, and realized, hey, you're good enough. You don't need to be a god to prove your superiority. You're great enough as it is. And finally saw sense. So he and Mr. are back on the same team again. And now we're going to tell Dame Malin that, hey, so Lilroican wants to do to you the same thing that Ketheric did. Want to go beat the shit out of him? We are all buffed up, ready to go. We switched out Gale for Minthara, because while it would be thematically appropriate for Gale to show off his superiority as a wizard by beating the so-called arch-wizard Lilroican, we've already got magical artillery. Me. So I figured adding another paladin would be good. Anyway. I don't think we said hi to Isabel yet.
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And my father. I heard what happened. What he'd become. By killing him. You set him free. You set Aelin free. And me.
You and Aelin seem to have a lot of history. What happened?
A great deal. But still, some of the details elude me. Ketheric Thorm was my father. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight?
Oh. I mean...
That's exactly it. And I tell you, I took one look at her and I just knew. She was it. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. And This is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black, black, black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped.
Well, you probably saw black, black, black because you didn't go to the fugue plane like you were supposed to. So Seluna could claim you. Instead, Merkel got a hold of you. Manipulated your father into becoming his chosen.
I didn't know that then, but I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. Said that Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land, my home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them. And myself. No matter what.
I mean, you lied, but it was understandable.
It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for Aelin. She needs healing. Rest. I'm grateful for your help. Your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long. But I'm grateful for a safe place to... well... just to be.
Mother's milk, your visage speaks of ill tidings. Speak, ally mine. What troubles you?
A wizard called Leroican is looking for you.
Is he indeed? Pray tell, what does he seek from Dame Aelin?
Put a bounty out for your capture. Now there's a violent mercenary looking for you.
Let them come, and let them find me. Dame Aelin will strike down any who seek to bring her to harm's home. Yet, it is better to cut off the head of the snake than to let its slithering snakelings swarm us unabated. This wizard must be held to account. I will wring his neck until he's dead.
Oh, you're gonna need backup. Let's take him down together.
Oh, his end will be one more strand in the great braid of our friendship.
I'm coming with you. I'd like to get a few licks in myself.
My darling, we agreed you'd scout for the nearest Selûnite enclave this very night. Let us divide our efforts. All the sooner to be reunited.
I won't let you go alone. Who knows what this wizard might
She's
have
not
planned.
going alone.
Our closest ally will accompany me, won't you? It will be a swift and fruitful chore.
I don't know about Swift, but
Hie
it'll be
we to
fun.
this Leroican right away. I am as eager to meet him as he is to ensnare me.
All right. Sorry about your girlfriend. I'll make sure she doesn't die.
Aelin left to face that wizard. Leroican, was it? Even after all she's been through, she thinks herself unstoppable. Invincible. It all feels like recklessness to me.
Lorcan can't harm her. Have faith.
He can harm her, just as Ketherick did. She'll survive it, but she can suffer like any of us. And for longer. I wanted to help her, but she said she fights better when she knows I'm safe. I understand, I suppose. I feel the same about her.
Well, I'm going to help her in the fight against Lorcan.
I'll rest a little easier if you do. You fought well against my father. I imagine a rat like Leroican will be nothing in comparison.
All right. Okay. Oh yeah, we're in the tabernacle. That's right.
I may not weep for my home, but I would take a mushroom over a flower any day.
I would have said I admire fungi as well. Until I met such a thing you call a myconid.
Ah, projection.
I
Where is
must
Leroy
admit,
again?
some of the items here are quite marvelous.
Baldur's Gate prices.
Welcome, dear patron, to Sorceress Sundries. I am an unperson in service of the revered wizard Leroican, proprietor of this fine establishment. To browse our wares, say trade. To provide information about the Night Song, say Night Song. If you are a city official here to collect dues, say taxes. For all other inquiries, say other.
You know, Gale was able to make projections that could actually predict what and anticipate what you were going to say, so you'd actually be able to have, intelligent conversation. But since this guy's dumb, taxes.
You are not Mr. Marvin Hudd, the collections officer assigned to this establishment.
Don't you recognize Marvin Hudd when you see him? Clearly, Marvin Hudd looks like a female tiefling. How dare you? I doubled it.
Forgive this error in my analysis. Hello, Mr. Marvin Hudd. Please find your payment in full. Until next we meet. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Trade.
Enjoy our unmatched selection.
Oh. I'm such an asshole. Alright, let's see here. Let's get some chain lightnings. Some more disintegrates. Kind of cold. Maybe banishment. Alright, and let's see here, what can I sell to you? I don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Don't need that, don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need these. Don't need that. 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 Alright.
Please.
By my oath.
Flip. There we go. 2 radiant weapons.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Another projected image. Alright, well. Let's go help out Dame Aelin and take down Lorokan once and for all.
What have we here? A magician in a tower, hiding away from the frightening world. What are you so scared of, Magus? Not the night song, surely? Why, she's nothing but a relic to be purchased and pursued.
My God. The Night Song is a person.
Yeah.
At last. There you are, my dear.
You will address me with due deference. I am Dame Aelin. And you are a whelp without honor, without pride, with nothing but a tower full of trinkets.
Oh, my apologies, Dame Aelin. I meant no disrespect.
Bullshit.
I asked our mutual friend here to make an introduction that I might get to meet the famed daughter of Selûne. Forgive me for that impudence. Perhaps our friend can bridge the gap and do what I believe they came here to do?
You got it. I came here to stop you, Lorokan.
My steel-hearted friend speaks true. Give me one good reason, Magus, why I should not strike you down where you stand.
Dame Aelin, I have discovered a device that would allow your immortality to be shared. It would cause you no harm, no pain of any kind. You serve your mother Selûne, I believe. She who has blessed our realm with so many gifts. Honor her by sharing yours.
You dare to threaten me with the same magic that held me in torment for 100 years?
Just smite him.
You do not seek to share my gifts. You seek to poach them.
I had hoped to appeal to your better nature. Perhaps I overestimated you. No bother. I have an arsenal of implements capable of convincing you to see reason.
I have more magic in my little finger than you do in this entire tower. You cannot stop us both.
A pity you didn't prove a more reliable ally. You could have reaped the rewards of my good favor.
I don't want your favor.
I'd hoped you to keep an open mind, but it seems you're determined to make this as difficult as possible.
I haven't heard that before.
Boy, at the ready. Once I've taken control of the Asimar, she must go directly into the caging rooms.
He's got a name.
No, Master Lorokan. I would never have assisted you if I knew you planned such horrors. You lied to get the Night Song here. Made us all believe she was nothing but a relic. I have seen what true leadership can accomplish. But never under your tutelage.
Watch your tongue, you child. I could make it such that no wizard in the realm will touch you.
I don't know. I
Like
can put in
you,
a good
I think
word
that
with
sounds like an
Elminster.
excellent bargain.
Oh, face us, charlatan! We who detest you so!
Myrmidons! Imperatum!
Okay, it's gonna be the elementals that are gonna be the hardest part of this fight. Because they're empowering Lorokan right now. Alright. We also have to protect Aelin as much as possible and keep Roland alive. So let's go ahead and quick save here. Also, we can't attack Lorokin directly until we get rid of his siphons. Currently, he's immune to fire, lightning, cold, and poison. And with the siphons, he can use Elemental Retort, which is a level 5 evocation spell, which at this point does 12 to 96 damage, 3d8 lightning, 3d8 poison, 3d8 fire, 3d8 cold. When you take damage, you can retaliate, blasting your attacker with the elemental damage of each Myrmidon currently siphoned. The only way to get rid of his siphons is to take out his elementals. Luckily for me, Hellish Rebuke, Psychic Dominance. And then I'm going to do Air of Many Targets. Then we're gonna mark you. Sacred Riposte. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna do this for this fight. Okay, let's see here. Go ahead and do Eldritch Blast. One for him. For him. Him. One for him. Okay, the fire elemental's dead. Let's see here. Let's fly. Myrmidon. He's not resistant to fire. No. Okay. Let's do immolation. Um. I might be able to get. No. Okay. See, what are you weak to? Or resistant to poison? Okay. Let's go with heightened, empowered. Actually, you know what? Gotta bring in an ally. Alright, so Dragon here is going to... Okay. Multi-attack.
Talk to me.
Alright,
Vis medicat.
it's a ranged attack. I think that's immune to maim. So we'll just rush. Then we'll bring out... Way to go.
Yes.
Alright, and then we're going to Misty Stat. Here. Hi. Yeah, we still got siphons left. Mage Slayer. one siphon left. Slaying. Alright, he's got no more siphons.
Morse Kirk.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
I've been waiting for this.
Loroakan, you
That
who would
was
see me caged, you who would purchase my submission
good.
with profane gold. Let every wicked magus, every vile murtherer, each slaver and misery merchant see. Dame Aelin is watching. She is indomitable. And when her face lights the shadows of your wrongdoing, you are broken by its beauty.
She just banged him. Well, I'm gonna loot him.
The firehead fool is dead. Yet as I stare upon his corpse, I feel sadness. Why?
What kind of sadness is it?
A gripping in the chest. As though I'd lost someone. Something. Paladin's fatigue, no doubt. You were excellent in battle, as is your way. And I am proud to fight at your side. And you, tiefling, you did not embarrass yourself. I will catch my breath, then to camp I will bring my bones. Moon Maiden be with you.
I'm wondering if Aelin lost her paladin powers because, you know, she broke her oath. Because I'm not entirely sure what oath she took, because 5e, but I'm pretty sure a Selûnite paladin shouldn't go out of her way to, you know, uber mega smite and break the back of a fallen opponent. That seems kind of, you know, overkill. At least for a chaotic good goddess.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Alright. What's up, Roland?
Loroakan is dead. The bastard is dead.
Are you alright?
I am. Now that the bastard's in bits. Loroakan was a cruel and vicious man. By day, I'd tend the shop, but at night, he'd fire the most nonsensical questions at me. And for every one I answered wrong, he'd beat me. I could have killed him with my own two hands. But I kept thinking it was all a test. It had to be. I thought it was the price I had to pay to become a true wizard. I realize now he was just a sick, sick man.
He's dead now. It's over. And you've won.
I have. With your considerable help. I see things clearly now. If I wish to master the weave, I must do it myself. Thankfully, I have everything I need. Right here.
All hail Roland, master of Rameth's tower.
Oh, I like the sound of that. I do indeed. I'll move Cal and Leah in immediately. The Roaken refused to let them stay here. They are gonna love the tower.
I'm sure they will.
I wouldn't have this, the tower, my family, without you. What can I do to thank you?
The city is under siege from the inside out. I need allies.
And you'll have me. I'll learn everything I can about the tower in the meantime, even if I have to rip this place apart. But know this. Rameth's tower and its master are now your friends. And when the time comes, we will stand by you as allies.
The good ending with Roland. Alright. What is there to loot here? Build giant strength. Supreme healing. Scroll of expeditious retreat. Crank don't got shit. Micular just got a dagger. Alright, well. Diamond. Sapphire. Okay.
I cannot tell if you are more a deviant or a debutante, Shadowheart. I would like to test both aspects of your character when next you find yourself alone.
I'm not quite sure I like where this is going.
Hey. Minthara. Minthara. You're a valuable ally, but if you touch Shadowheart, I will smite you. You have my oath on that. Hey.
Oi, oi! If it ain't the stars of today's edition! Afraid I can't give you the Gazette for free, but you can have it for a low, low price.
I'd love a copy.
Pleasure doing beeswax with a proper heroical type.
Minthara, what? Stop moving!
Baldur's mouth is truly remarkable. I had thought the purpose of a broadsheet was to inform the people, but I see now that I was mistaken. Ink and paper are not as insidious as the voice of the Absolute, but they send out their commands all the same. Think this, feel that, hate them.
Yeah. If you controlled the mouth, what would you have it say?
An excellent question. I would use the mouth to ensure the people did not trust one another. Suspicion creates doubt, and doubt creates dependency. And they would know that they could depend on me. Feared, venerated, adored. I would be everything to them.
Well, it's a good thing that never happens in real life, right? Right? Anyway. Baldur's Mouth Gazette, 1492 DR, issue 88. The headlines. Minor quakes continue to rattle nerves. Adventurers, not Steelwatch, are the best hope for the city, claims experts. Conflict between Arabellan nobles and cultists of Baldur drags on. Art of the Steel. Guild whistleblower speaks out. After the El Terrell disaster, how to ward your home against the Inferno. Knowable remedies, we promise. Baldur and tourists. Schultz too human and dangerous. Alrighty, well. At least they like us now. Alright,
It was another day in the City of Lies, Baldur's Gate, where the people begged for justice until they starved. Two heroes were fated to cross paths that day. Their eyes met. Destiny was calling.
and they both answered.
Strangers? Only in a fool's definition of the word. It was the start of something incredible. Two heroes on the hunt for justice, no matter the cost. All the Tall One had to do was say yes.
Sorry, our destinies aren't meant to intertwine.
The Tall One had passed the first test. The second would come when they were ready, and not before. When would they be ready? Only the Tall One and Fate truly knew.
I love it. A cat that's a film noir detective.
Upon their return, the cat couldn't help but wonder whether the Tall One had finally decided how their die would be cast.
Considering an army of cultists is on its way to cut our throats?
Exactly.
Oh, there's another kitty.
Hold, Seeker! Have you come to swear yourself to Sorceress by my paw?
Sorceress, as in Sorceress's caress?
Yes, and no. Your kind has lost their way in their worship of the feline of Felicity. You only hold to her basest tenets. Now, will you heed our mother's call and bolster her as she crushes the heathen absolute beneath her divine paw?
I kind of already devoted myself to Saluna. So I'm not sure Sorceress is the goddess for me.
Sorceress shall mourn your absence, but always honor your capriciousness as her own. May your dusks be long, and your hunger fleeting.
If we go this way, we can meet someone else. I got distracted by the cat.
He was a good mason.
A good mason turns up for work. Tavern ain't a good mason.
Jesus!
Hot, hot, hot! Did you see that? Incredible. Fire in the... Oh, my silk. What are the chances it's you?
Ah, and the heart-stopping bloodsucker. I hope you've changed your mind. My neck is yours, anytime.
And I will keep refusing until the end of time. I'm done bowing to the whims of others.
Never say never. Forgive the mess. Your blood is far more volatile than I'd anticipated.
I mean, I am a sorceress. I knew my blood was potent, but I didn't know I could do that.
It's a breakthrough in the sanguine arts, the likes of which the world has never seen. The Grand Matriarch will have no choice but to restore House Ablodra after I present her with my research. But listen to me, rabbiting on about myself when I have you, the prize bleeder, on my very doorstep. If you'd come inside, we could discuss something far more exciting than drow politics.
Alright.
Not if you lead me first.
Yeah, I know you guys disapprove. Fuck you.
Something over there.
Gods, what a mess.
Well, you did kind of blow up.
Ah, a cozy little spot, isn't it? These four walls have witnessed greater alchemical triumphs than the keep of Erngath Durand. And now that you're here, the crown jewel of my research is soon to be faceted. All you have to do is drink Formula Gruna.
If that's a formula I can smell, it's even fouler than her blood. Oof. Gods below.
Formula Gruna.
Well, yes. Formulae Arcu through Fruag were spectacular failures. But Gruna is different. Believe me.
What will this formula do?
When you first entered this home, you saw the incredible latent power within your blood exposed in all its nuances. Formula Gruna will unleash that power within you. Risky, but, safe.
I approve. Any who dare to make me bleed should suffer dire consequences.
Alright, hand it over.
Oh, marvelous. I've never been so excited for anything in all my days. Just stand over there, far over there, and drink up.
Alright, mysterious potion. Maybe...
My friend. Formula Tick-tock.
Ow! Jesus fucking Christ!
Explosive.
Oh my. My heavens, you lived! This is incredible. I'm seeing stars.
You're lucky I'm fire resistant. My ancestors breathed fire. Did you really think that would kill me?
My friend, I had no such intention. You don't know what this means to me, to my research. You are the world's first detonative exsanguinator. To put it simply, from this day on, your blood goes boom. Big boom. It's incredible. All it needs is a spark.
Alright. Seems quite powerful. Thank you.
I assure you, the pleasure is entirely mine.
Ha! I made you bleed.
This research will
Oh, yeah?
skyrocket House of Blodra back to the
Kaboom!
forefront of drow scientific thought. Indeed, it could protect my line for generations. Now, let me offer you a little treat. In exchange for the teensiest vial of your marvelous blood, I'll give you something that'll really throw your enemies for a loop. I'll only ask a nominal fee.
Alright.
You really are a fine collaborator.
Let's see here. Circlet of hunting. I don't think I really need it. But I'll take the food. Sanguine explosion. Okay, I'm curious to see what that would do.
Until next time.
Why'd you have to say that?
Okay, so what did we get? Did we get another Tiefling Vice potion? Because I kind of don't need it. No, wonder what she did give us. Maybe that is the sanguine explosive things.
He attacked that bottle like someone was gonna give him a medal for it.
I feel like I'm going to die.
Anyway.
Hold on until after.
Yes, but you
Die of thirst.
I don't have a sweetheart.
Wonder why, with you being such a cunt right now.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and head over to the House of Grief.
Is Drow society as the books say? It almost sounds tempting. Matriarchal power. Are the gods truly this petty? Aren't you a sight for sore eyes? That graffiti. It almost looks like it was done in my hand. Did I do this?
Shadowheart wants to talk.
That graffiti from before. I never thought I'd see it again.
Why did it stand out?
Well, I think I was the one who did it. I can recognize my own handwriting. How long ago was this? Years? All the time I spent training, hidden away from the world. I think I must have wanted to leave my mark somewhere. Just to prove I existed. Even to myself.
Alright. Don't worry. You definitely left your mark.
There's creeps in cloaks creeping around down in the sewers.
Good to know. The novel tells the story of Veronica Ronnie Hemperclips, who has been tumbled by her demeaning and mean-spirited husband into having more children than she wanted. Now it seems she's ceaselessly spending her days at the wash basin, cleaning a never-ending supply of dirty things. She escapes this when she solves the unsolvable riddle of the almost disturbingly handsome fairy prince Rigel. Whisked to a world of fairy courts and politics and duels, Ronnie had a marvelous time and doesn't miss her damned children or her awful husband one bit. This escapist fantasy, treacle pot boiling of the treaculous variety, and it is glorious. I mean, I get wanting to ditch the husband, but it's not that kid's fault.
Oi, you're that heroic type from the latest Baldur's Mouth edition.
Alright.
Ah, a surface dweller. You find yourself in the cradle of all knowledge relating to the Underdark. The Society of Brilliance. Tell me, what can the Society do for you?
I met two of your researchers in the Underdark, Blurg and Omelin.
A wonderful research partnership. I'm sure you'll agree. They are upstairs if you wish to share any theories with them.
Cool. Blurg!
My surface-dwelling friend, how long has it been? I am glad to see you well. I see your tadpole remains in its state of suspension. Your case has set us on quite the detour from our planned expedition work. We've thought about very little else.
I've become quite the expert on my tadpole since we last met.
You have? I would love to hear your conclusions, but it would not feel right to do so without my research partner. After observing the nature of your tadpole's stasis, we felt it wise to report back to the Society. Omeluum went out into the city to seek out further undeveloped infections like yours. But I have heard nothing since. I admit, I'm somewhat concerned. We are usually sticklers for updating one another on our progress.
Alright, I'll track him down. Where was it headed?
Omeluum believed the answer to this riddle lay within the city walls and held some connection to the cult of the Absolute. I had the distinct impression it was intentionally keeping its hypothesis from me, as though even the theory would be enough to put me in danger. Why that would be, I can only theorize myself. It is rather outside my area of expertise. Omeluum is most likely safe and well, and simply absorbed in its work. However, it would put my mind at rest to confirm it if you happen across its path.
I'll head out now, see if I can pick up his trail.
Of course. I should get back to my research. There's a distinctly netherese taste to the air in this city.
Alright. Distinctly netherese taint to the city. Yeah, you're not wrong. Alright.
I've seen a real ghost snap someone in half. It squeezed their
Pardon my singing. That lullaby's been stuck in my head since... Funny. I can't recall.
Okay.
Wonderful little beast. Nimble as anything.
A man of means, judging by his attire. He looks like a merchant or a junior council member. But right now he's without care, entranced by a tree.
What are you looking at?
There was a squirrel in the tree. Marvelous creature. Inquisitive and nut-crazed.
You get along well with someone I know, called Halsin.
Halsin? Is he of the Feybergs, the candelabra makers?
He's a druid, so I doubt it.
Perhaps it was Hagrin. Wonderful craftspeople, but truly terrible deal-makers.
Are you feeling well? You seem distracted.
Oh, just tired, I suppose. It's been quite a long day. Or at least I think it has. You wouldn't happen to know where I live, would you?
Can't say that I do.
I see. It must have just slipped my mind. These things happen.
This is more than a lapse, you sense. Something's been done to the man's memories.
Let's see what he's thinking. Nat 20.
The man's mind is a stream of fragmented thoughts, each brushed away by another before it can take purchase.
Marvelous day. Not a care in the world. Moira would have loved this garden. Wait, who's she?
Do you know someone called Moira?
Moira? Yes. No. I don't know. I think I remember a face, smiling, young, then older, then ill, then... No, I don't think so. You must be mistaken, friend. I don't know anyone by that name.
What do you remember?
Well, I remember I was sad. But in truth, I'm not quite sure what caused it. I'm not even sure I know what sad is anymore. And I came from that building over there. They were very nice to me. Seemed very helpful. Though, for the life of me, I can't recall what I was doing there in the first place.
Is there anyone you can go to? Anyone who could help?
There must be. You would think. You know, I can swear there is someone, but their name escapes me. Hells, even their face escapes me. A figment of my imagination, perhaps. Oh, it will come back to me. Or not. I'm content enough here, in either case.
Okay. Looks like the Sharans fucked you over. The House of Grief.
The House of Grief welcomes you and stands ready to ease your troubles.
Oh, I think we're gonna have some troubles for you. I'm not sure if you can ease them, though.
Welcome to the House of Grief. Or perhaps welcome is the wrong word, Shadowheart. There's been some debate whether you'd even show up and face the consequences of your actions. I assumed you tried to flee, like a craven.
Spare me your venom. I'm sure the Mother Superior will have plenty of her own.
All in due time.
What a man who'd been robbed of his memories. Your handiwork?
This is a place of healing. Anyone who partook in our methods did so willingly, and left with a smile on their face.
Oh, I know he
freed
was
from their
willing. I
troubles.
know Sharon
Would you accuse a
doctrine.
surgeon of robbing a tumor? I think not.
The difference between robbing someone of a tumor and robbing them of their memories is a tumor's actively killing them. Memories are what define a person, for good or ill. You take those away, you take away a bit of the person's soul. Let us pass.
As I said, In due time. First, you submit to the mapping of the heart. Only then can we know what is to be done with you. Follow me. Have a seat. The mapping will begin shortly.
All right.
Another step forward.
You seek to be unburdened, yes? The mapping of the heart can reveal the way. Yet, there is another here whose need is great.
That voice. Allow me. I think I'm supposed to do this.
Go ahead.
Do you know why you are here?
There is something I lost. No. Had taken from me. My family. My life. I want it all back.
Loss is a gift, girl. Do you still not understand that? Now give me the true answer. What is your purpose in being here?
The artifact. I was sent to retrieve it. At any cost.
And who tasked you with this mission?
The Mother Superior of It's you.
Give me the honor of my name. In full.
I can't. My memories...
I know what's in that head of yours better than you do, girl. My name.
Mother Superior... Lyconia Devere.
You still have the wits to recognize your betters. Good. Now descend. You have much to answer for.
An astral projection. Clever girl. She's not taking any chances. We shouldn't either.
Alrighty. Well, let's go. Cloister of Somber Embrace. Right. Well, since this is Sharon, I don't feel like unlocking anything. I'm just gonna beat the shit out of it.
I think I might have hurt people here. Learned how to break their bodies. Their spirits. Quiet in here now. But it wasn't always so. Screams rang off these walls. I swear I can almost hear them.
A manual for Sharon interrogators describing 3 levels of induced stress: emotional, physical, and lethal. It emphasizes eliciting information over punishment and cautions the interrogator against becoming emotionally involved in the process, either sympathetically or sadistically.
Disguise can serve a warrior of the Dark Lady better than any armor. That's what they always told us. I think this was my favorite part. Putting these on. Pretending to be someone else. I suppose that's been my whole life.
With a flick of the wrist.
Artifact mission challenges. The pages in this handwritten notebook have been torn out, except for the final page, which is only partially removed. The remaining text reads as follows. Ren agents, in summary, must be trained to deal with conventional, illithid, and Githyanki traps, locks, levers, and controls, but most importantly, they must be mentally prepared to face extreme situations under alien conditions. Casualties are expected, but that circumstance must not halt the mission. Agents are to be deep imbued to regard mission success as critical, even beyond survival. Report activities of Enver Gortash. A detailed report from a Sharn agent, Dark Adept Bilvoy Reed, about the activities of Enver Gortash, an arms smuggler the Sharns had designated a person of interest. The report concludes with the lines followed below. Gortash, who we assume to be a follower of the tyranny godling Bane, has recently been consorting with a leading adherent of the murder godling Ball. The pair were observed entering the Devil's Fee, where they conferred over an hour with the establishment's proprietor known as the Diabolist Helisk. This must be considered significant, as Helsik is reputed to be able to open gate portals to the Hells if her extravagant fees are met. That's an interesting thing. Maybe we can go there to steal the Orphic Hammer.
I remember this place now. A whole stolen childhood spent in these halls. The Mother Superior must be close. Soon this will all be over.
Keep going. The Mother Superior's expecting you.
That's a lot of people.
They already heard how you disgraced yourself before Lady Shah. How she marked you as the enemy. But it is quite another thing for them to see it for themselves. I am very glad you decided to return. A cautionary tale such as yours will be studied by Lady Shah's initiates for years to come. But perhaps I can make a case for some small measure of mercy. Give me the artifact, and I can at least make this quick.
Enough. I don't answer to you. Not anymore. I'm here for my family.
That's right. I know what you did.
And it's not going to be quick. Not for you.
This is your family. And now you have turned your back on it. The artifact was your last chance to prove yourself. And you squandered it.
Shadowheart has nothing to prove to the likes of you.
Such misplaced camaraderie. How about this? Surrender this one to me, now, and you can leave freely. And consider Lady Shah's forces your allies in the battles to come.
Yeah, no. Never.
As you like. Lilala! For Shah!
By the way, I brought a dragon. I hope that's okay. Meanwhile, Astarion, let's see here. We need to kill the Fidelian. So, if you would be so kind. Let's see here. Up just a little bit. Oh, she's got Sanctuary on, that's right. Oh, yeah, yes. There we go. Mark of Death.
Moving.
You're a human, which means you're a humanoid. Have a humanoid slaying arrow. Fuck. And then arrow of many targets. Alright. Then and again!
I am Lady Sharon's instrument. Unknown fears girl. The unknown father. Offering an embrace of fang and claw.
Alright, first. Oh shit. Okay. But okay, then
Hope your soul is in good hands.
and power word. Kneel! Okay.
seek an advantage.
Hellish Rebuke.
The dark living souls must die!
Alright, spear. Hi. How's it going? You go down the way, so we're just gonna take you out. Alright.
Fighting is futile. The darkness awaits you.
Really? Okay. Titan. Fireball! Let's see here. How many sorcery points do I have? I've got 3. Okay. Well, fuck it. Oh. Moon. Beam. Faded. Okay. Oh yeah, I summoned that. Okay, that's fine.
Let's make this quick.
I will not fail.
Really? Really? Let's see here. Let's. You're still up? Not anymore.
You shall never see sunlight again!
With haste.
Get down on your knees.
May the gods take you first.
Good. Shadowheart got the final blow on that one.
Have to keep going.
So yeah, what I'm learning is this battle is a lot easier if you can just control
Taking up
the
position.
darkness things. Oh, they're dead. Okay.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Let's provide flanking. surprised we're not talking to her. Or is she actually dead? Oh yeah, she dead. Okay. Well, if that's the case...
The corpse seems willing to speak, but not to its killer.
Fair enough. I'm totally not your killer.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Has Shar rewarded your sacrifice?
She will. She must.
That's not a yes. How do I enter the Chamber of Loss?
Altar.
Where are you from?
Menzo Paranzan. Underdark.
How'd you come to be here?
Lady Shah's command. Waterdeep. Deception. Slaughter.
What is this place?
Lady Shah's sacred grotto.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Alright, let's see here. Let's put the scrolls in their place. Give that to Shadowheart. And that to Minthara. Camp. Oh, wait. Whatever.
I'm ready.
Okay. Reflective Shell. Rebuke of the Mighty. So Shield Bash with extra force damage. Spell Guard. Reflective Shell. Okay. Bond.
I hope this is important. For your sake.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Hello, Nocturne.
Shadowheart? I wasn't sure if I'd ever lay eyes on you again. It's me, Nocturne. Do you remember?
Remind me?
We trained together. We used to be close. I'm glad to see you're all right.
I don't remember you.
Oh. A pity. Perhaps we can talk some more later? That is, if you're not about to turn on me. It seems you no longer walk in the Dark Lady's shadow.
I'm just gonna say nothing.
Shah condemned me. By her decree, you and I are enemies.
Only if you wish us to be. You may not remember, but we shared a lot together once. Good times.
Should I be
Hard
jealous?
times. I will not turn on you, even if it angers Lady Shah.
That's good enough for me. I'm not sure what I expected coming back to this place. Certainly not a friend. There must be all sorts you can tell me. Things I can't even remember.
There are, but with the Mother Superior gone, I don't know if I can stay here to reminisce. Perhaps there's another enclave out there for me.
You don't need Shah.
You don't, perhaps. Not everyone is as brave. I'll leave come tomorrow. Come see me before then. I was working as quartermaster. I can sell you some things to aid you. And we can catch up.
Alright, well.
Greetings. Do you seek to trade? As Shadowheart's friend, I'll extend the
more
privilege
than
to
her
you
friend.
as well.
But what you got? You've got... It's that one. That one just because Floof will think it's funny. Let's see here. What do I got to sell? Got a jade, have some diamonds. Have some jacinths, amethysts, pearl, ruby, sapphire, gold ring.
Be sure to get everything you...
Grab
I'll
the
take that.
wine. The dessert wine.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
It has been years since Waterdeep, since Suldan Lassar. At last, the trail has gone cold enough so that I may recommence Lady Shah's holy work. It is true that secrecy is the greatest shield of all, yet the sacrifices needed for this new beginning have been steep, but it better be worth it. Baldur's Gate. It feels strange to be back in this place. So familiar, yet I cannot engage with it. I am like a living ghost, hidden and watching. Time has rushed past like an autumn storm. Lady Shah's church in Baldur's Gate grows steadily and in secret under my command. I have named it the Cloister of Somber Embrace, for the Night Singer's embrace is the final goal that we all crave. One day this place could even surpass what I created in Waterdeep. Yet, by then it may not be mine to command. Lady Shah tells me that there is another, one I must pry from a foul Selûnite heritage and reshape to become Darkness's champion. An audacious plan, but one that could cost me everything. I must stay resolute. I must find this child, for Lady Shah. My spies have reported to me. The child has been found. A girl with hair of sheerest black. She will soon come of age, and to be lost to the moon bitch forever. Our plan is in motion. Under a cloak of darkness, the girl shall soon be ours. Interrogation log. A log of interrogation notes detailing a Githyanki captive's torture over a number of days. The captive remains strong at first, but very gradually starts to slip and offer up information about the whereabouts of a mysterious artifact hidden away by Queen Blacketh.
Githyanki. Part of the Sharan's preparations to seize the astral prism, no doubt. Wyvern whiskey from Nimbrel. Only the Guild in Waterdeep imports this, I believe. Bet I can crack that open.
God damn. Well, I'll try again. Fine. Guidance. There we go.
Jewels. Why do I remember these of all things? A gift from Solda Nessela, Mother Superior said. Curious. I could never quite tell if she was proud of them or not.
Gondian research report. Oh yeah, we've already seen that one. Okay. Oral Histories of Faerun. This book is comprised of several chapters, one for each cited source. It claims to contain first-hand transcriptions of the oral histories of several storytellers throughout the realm. Chapter 25. Cornelius and Tomelius Worthywort, halflings, encountered on the Golden Road south of Inarith. I met the brothers, or rather they found me, in the lower paths through the Fireshare Mountains. They had encountered a trail of golden discs along the path, and had resolved to gather and return them to, quote, whatever fool had more coin than common sense. It was our mutual embarrassment, then, that I removed my cloak to reveal my patchwork yellow hide. It was molting season, I had explained. And a traveler on the road had not the luxury to shed their scales in private, as would be proper. I suspect they knew too little of Dragonborn to be appropriately disgusted, and instead invited me to sup with them. Over a roadside fire, I had learned the purpose behind their journey. "Lurie, my lad, our ancestral home. It was lost during the spell plague." "We weren't nothing lost, Con. It's not Nan's lucky Nash's, is it? It sank." "Wasn't I there when the blue fire took it?" "Sure, what do you remember? You were knee-high to a gnome." "I remember you crying. Maybe it was you that sank the place. Going back to finish the job. Watch that lip, lest I fart in it. Only a fool speaks ill of his homeland." Their brows were bristling dangerously, and so I diverted hostilities by speaking of my own people's ancestral home, the blighted world of Abanir, and the 1,000-year tyranny of dragons we lived under, until the blue fire of the spell plague brought us to this world. "Right, another potato?"
These are all about me.
No price too
40
high.
years of my life, documented like I was some sort of specimen.
Years have passed, and she still refuses to be easily molded into what Lady Shah wishes her to be. She questions my teachings, hesitates when she should be pitiless, and longs to venture to the world like some guileless animal. So often her behavior makes her a mockery of the name she has adopted, Shadowheart. That Lady Shah believes that she shall one day become the perfect embodiment of her will makes my gorge rise. Have I not proven myself worthy? Did I not sacrifice everything in order to please the Night Singer? I had built something great in her honor. In Waterdeep. All gone now. Those who follow me have been embraced, and I am left with honing a child of the Moon Bitch's followers in Lady Shaw's right hand. I will not give up. I will remake her, or I will break her. The Night Singer shall know who is her most loyal servant, one way or another. The Sprinter's Guide to Goblins. Let's talk goblinoids. Your standard goblin is a well-armored and conniving, while not the best strategists, they are deadly in bigger groups. Hobgoblins are where the species get disciplined, smarter, stronger, and mean as a bag of hedgehogs. Hobgoblins are natural leaders for their kin. Bugbears are as tough as ogres, only shrewder, and they can be unnervingly quiet when they want to. Avoid these stealthy bruisers. Me? Ha! I avoid them all, chum. Nocturne's Journal. The earliest entries of this journal have been erased or heavily redacted before setting into a normal rhythm. I am Nocturne. I think as her. I see her when I look in the mirror. I can't remember the last time someone called me by the wrong name. Shadowheart has been swift to gently correct the slips of the tongue, and even swifter in challenging those who use my forsworn name in malice. I'm lucky to have her as a friend. They took Shadowheart's memories again, more than they took before. But I know what to do now. I know she'll be frightened and that she won't remember much. Not even me. I can take her to her hideaway and remind her of herself. I'm getting better at it each time. I love seeing that look in her eyes when she finally remembers me. Why must the Mother Superior do this to her? Why must she grind her under her heel like she does to no other? They are grooming her for a mission and will soon take away her memories again. I need to see her again while she still remembers me. I need to tell her to stay safe, and that I'll see her again. It's been days, and no word. Shadowheart and the others could be alive or dead, and the Mother Superior doesn't seem to know. I'm sick with worry. I can't even bear to write anymore. So yeah, they definitely had a thing. Kinda glad Shadowheart doesn't remember that. I don't need competition. Stone inscription. Treasured in light, lost in dark.
After I moved something on the altar.
No keyhole. Must be another way in.
Threshold loss. Only a Patriarch's loss can open this door. Alright, Astarion.
Let's crack it open.
Thank you.
What now?
I see them. I see my parents. What's been done to them?
Shar's Embrace. Cannot move or escape while locked in the Dark Lady's clutches.
It can't be. Another vile trick.
No. There is no trick. It's her. Jennifer. Jan. Our little girl.
Moon Maiden's grace. It is you.
I'm here to get you out of here. They're all gone. It's over.
It is not over. You see, it matters not if you raise this place. If you slay every one of your brothers and sisters. That was never where my power resided. Every time you try to step away from me, every time you try to reach for Selûne, my hold on you bites deeper. If you had learned, if you had obeyed, there would be no pain. But you struggle on. You will make things worse for yourself. And for them.
You're a monster, not a goddess.
I am neither. I am nothing. I am the empty room. The dreamless sleep. The shadow's shadow. There was no pain before my sister set the sun aflame. Now you exist to suffer. Until you find your way back to my embrace.
Enough! I'm taking my parents away from here. I'm taking them away from you!
You cannot. We are still bound to you. You cannot both free us and free yourself from her curse. The Moon Maiden needs you more than she needs us. You are the future. You must return to the fold. We are the past. And our duty is almost done.
Eloquently put. His mind stood up well to his time here. The same cannot be said for your mother. Such brief, fragile lives humans lead. This is my final lesson. I leave you now to dwell on your mistakes and make your choice.
Shah's parting words make your flesh crawl. There is no lesson to be learned here, only a family's torment, a spiteful goddess's whims, and an unspeakable choice to be made.
She's gone. I don't understand.
Shah will never admit defeat. Not until she has stolen one last thing from you. We cannot allow your future to be her last prize. Not after all your mother and I have endured. To see you again. Your companion understands, I think. Help her, please. Help her see what must be done.
She wants you to kill your parents. No. Talk to your mother and father, see what they wish.
I'm sorry. I didn't know any of this was happening until it was much too late. I came to try to put things right.
And you did. You found us. All these years, that dream kept us going. That you would break free. No matter what they made you do to us, we knew you were still in there.
I knew the Dark Woods wouldn't frighten you. You were always such a brave girl.
She was. And still is. You've saved us. Now save yourself. You'll be out of Shah's reach, and we'll be at peace.
I only just found you again after all this time. I can't lose you again.
We'll still be with you. By the Moon Maiden's grace, we'll never be far. Please, Jennifer.
Normally, I let her decide what to do, and she normally, for lack of a better term, mercy kills her parents. But I don't know what happens if she saves the parents. I don't want her to be sad, but if we save her parents, then the curse will linger, and I'm worried what will happen when she finally passes on her own. Would that mean that Shar still has a claim to her? This is your choice.
Is this truly what you want?
It is what we need. All of us. You were meant to be a guiding light for Selûne's faithful, but they robbed you from us. Now that can be righted, and we can rest.
Help us, Jen. I can let go. Now I've seen your face again.
Besides, the mom, as
Not
a human,
goodbye.
probably doesn't have much
Not
longer
even
to
close.
live anyway. Sorry that it came to this.
Don't be. They're free now. As am I. And part of them is still here with me. Let's leave this place. There's nothing more for me here.
What about your memories? Isn't there more that was taken from you?
More. Most, I should think. I doubt Shah will be given over to generosity. Best if I just consider them lost. I have everything I need to make new memories. As for this place, all I did here, let it stay forgotten.
Okay.
My parents. I saw them. Spoke to them. And let them go. It's more than I can take in just now. Give me a night to try and get my head together.
Okay. It's over here. Look. Captives of Shar. A ledger bearing the names of those incarcerated in the Chamber of Loss. Some are noted to have died. Tresh Klia, Githyanki, double guard at all times, deceased. are now Hallowleaf. Emmeline Hallowleaf. Baron Alice Bormel, deceased. Unknown interloper, deceased.
The Githyanki. Head removed. They tortured her for information, then made sure the corpse couldn't help anyone else. There's something in that debris.
Subject mapping results. Githyanki. A log of interrogation notes a detailing Githyanki captive's torture over a number of days. Oh, I've already seen that.
Can't keep me out.
God damn it. Crimes of the Moon Maiden. Crimes of the Moon Maiden by the Anti-Lunar League. Woe unto any who throws their lot in with Selûne. 4 ways she has of pulling the wool over one's eyes. First, she can make you think your husband is a werewolf when he's only forgotten to shave. Second, she's always changing, making it difficult for slow painters to capture her likeness. Third, tides. Absolutely bugger the tides. Fourth, people keep associating the moon with femininity, and frankly, we're fed up with reading all the poetry over and over. And it's all that celestial bint Selûne's fault. Wow. Okay. Habits of Patriarchs. A self-help book warning against the dangers of self-pleasure. Okay. Baldur founds a city. This text roots its subject on Baldur, a sailor of exquisite renown who founded the city of Baldur's Gate many years ago. The prose is colorful, but a little too self-satisfied around the edges, and the novel would be unremarkable but for one small injury halfway through. Baldur claimed a guardian and friend, Ansur. Bright were Ansur's scales, brighter still his breath. Yet after a betrayal too piercing to recount here in worthy detail, Ansur fled beneath the stone, thereby changing the name of the region he now slumbers under to match his draconic lineage. Constellation of the Dark. An introductory text explaining the allure of the superiority of Shar above all other deities. All other so-called gods are liars and charlatans, given to cheap tricks and easy answers. They seek to enthrall mortal hearts with promises that are beyond their ability to fulfill. Lady Shar does not do this. Her words are honest, and her gift is simple. Her embrace awaits eternal darkness, the purest of nothingness, the end of all pain. It will come to us all ultimately. Nothing else will matter, and it's the role of Lady Shar's children to hasten that understanding among the ignorant. When we carry out Lady Shar's holy work, we must inevitably cause pain and suffering. Yet it is only to reveal the truth. What we do is a kindness. Yeah, if Lady Shar is honest, then why is her domain that of trickery? Lunar Dark Lies. This scroll is filled with soothing, persuasive arguments, encouraging the sick at heart to turn themselves from Selûnite worship. The Moon Maiden, as the goddess is called, will whisper naught but lies. No problem solved, only a sense of fondness that is as cold as the lunar marina. seas of empty pale dust, and even that gradually fading for the worshipper. As an alternative, the scroll speaks of Shar, who whispers only truth. Her fondness is warm, unexpectedly so for a goddess of darkness, grief, and nihilism. But why should that be unexpected? The Second Heart will find only succor and blessings in the embrace of she who understands them best. The propaganda is strong with this one. Of Faerun. Basket of apples. Basket of grapes. Basket of melons. Crate of veggies. My cabbages! Tomatoes.
Behind the crates.
Onions.
Shadowheart's parents are at peace. And so she, it seems.
A little hideaway.
Hastily written note. She's gonna make me look in the mirror again. She's gonna take my memories. I do not want to forget who I am. I like flowers. I like animals. My name is... The writing breaks off with a jagged scrawl, as if interrupted. They heap precious pelf upon the altar, as if it were nothing. The door wants gold, trinkets, baubles of mammon.
That little hideaway that we found in the cloister, it almost felt like I'd found a piece of my childhood. A childhood I don't truly remember. But remember it or not, I felt right at home there. Surrounded by books and night orchids.
Perhaps that's why you like night orchids. Some part of you remember them from your little sanctuary.
Maybe. Or maybe I already liked night orchids and I chose that place because of them. The particulars of childhood can grow hazy even if your memories haven't been tampered with. But I felt safe there. I know that much. Well, can you imagine what it would have been like growing up in that place? Endless training, no privacy, facing scorn wherever I looked. I can very easily imagine I needed somewhere to escape to, if I was to survive. Nocturne and I must have come here a lot. We probably had plenty we wanted to hide from. Anyway, I think that little hideaway helped shape who I am, as much as any sermon or training did. Funny the things that influence you.
What about the memories that were taken from me?
Most are lost forever. Some may creep back into my mind if I encounter anything that helps clear the fog. Then there's what Shah did restore to me. Memories of pain, suffering, both my own and what I inflicted. It's overwhelming. Like a lifetime's worth of nightmares unleashed all at once upon waking. I can barely untangle one moment from another, not that I even want to. I just know that my heart sinks if I let my thoughts wander to them.
times.
Of course. From the first time I laid eyes on you right until now. That's all safe. I wouldn't surrender even a moment of it.
Well, they'll fade with time. They always do.
Perhaps. But in the meanwhile, I'll just have to find a way to live with them.
Shar did that for no other purpose but sheer spite.
Shar seeks to break people. To fill their lives with despair so that they will turn to her for relief. Perhaps she thought this would lead me back to her in time. But it won't. I fought too hard to win my freedom. I will not give it up again, no matter how much it hurts. Of course.
Come here.
I thought you'd never ask.
After everything she went through today, she needs that. Minthar is just staring in the background. And Starian's just like, oh, well, if you're going to put on a show, don't mind me. And Minthar is just like, oh, gods. Why do I have to be a party to this? Come on. Come on, little guy. He's purring.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
It's the little kitty dragon growling. Alright. Who's a good draconic spirit? Yes, you are.
Ah, interesting.
Alright. Now time for the fight. Hi.
With finesse.
Nothing will stand in my way. Need to find.
By the way, you insulted my girl. Prepare to die. Still not dead. Okay, well, I can fix that. There we go.
Can't afford to let up. On the move.
I thirst for combat. Understood.
True strike riposte! Because no, I'm not. I'm not dead. You are. Now you're pudding. Alright. I don't care. However,
like there's gold inside.
I do care about that. Become our friend.
The proceeds?
An application form inviting members of the public to become a friend of the House of Grief. Several tiers of donations are outlined, and in return for benefits such as having your name listed in the thanks section of the next publication, bespoke calming tonics, a plaque in your honor, and even a complimentary session to be unburdened of your woes. The amounts of gold start modestly, but soon climb to staggering amounts. Really? Now, let's see here. Lockbox key, brief key. Here's the client list. Ulrich Wormuth, melancholy heart, paid in full and referred for unburdening. Elivir Sunbury, craven heart, paid in full, then backed out, partial refund. Ludwig Kromps, jealous heart, paid in full, referred for unburdening. Jackrell Iron Thumbs, prying heart, paid in full, had adverse reaction to the mapping of the heart and fled, no refund. Marco Crean, possible false name, curious sort, not local, by accent, black hair, complexion, or pale complexion, prying heart. Paid in full with unknown gold currency and was referred to unburdening but fled. Note, Mother V has ordered we seek out this Marco Crean, if possible. During his mapping, she detected thoughts and memories of strange lands and unfamiliar people. Fixated on sword or possibly Zord? Mother V's interest was piqued. She wants that mind. Update. The trail has gone cold as if vanished entirely. Selona Frostley, violent heart, paid none. Full and referred to unburdening. Averis Silvermount, melancholy heart, paid in full and referred for unburdening. Okay, well.
I think I should be quite happy living in a tree. Greenery and birdsong all around.
I love that he's completely unbothered by my blood-streaked face and blood-stained staff. It's like, squirrels are funny. Alright. Let's see here. 8 points. Let's go back to the Basilisk Gate. And we will go to camp for a long rest. But first, we're gonna switch out a couple people. First, we're gonna grab Jaheira.
Ever will Shar try to twist bonds of love into chains of service. Shadowheart did not let her. I cannot presume to know her parents, or what they suffered. But I know that they were proud, in the end.
Have you thought any more about how we might find Minsk?
I have. And while I do not love my conclusion, that does nothing to change it. The Harpers are the city's best information network. With them out of action, we shall have to fall back on second best. Nine Fingers Keen.
A name known and feared throughout the city's underworld. The mysterious Keen runs the guild, which in turn runs every criminal enterprise in the city.
I didn't think a Harper would be friends with a petty crime lord.
Friend is not the word I'd use. Nor is petty if you've a mind to keep your tongue. But both our operations step outside the law when needful. She just likes it better there.
Fair
How
enough.
hospitable she will be to a Harper that comes begging to her guild hall, we will find out. Perhaps I will let you do the talking.
Join me.
Flattered as I am, you're fully supported at your...
Alright, Jaheira has new armor. The Armor of Landfall. High spell casting. You gain a +1 to spell save DC. Green bed regeneration. When starting your turn on plant growth surface or vine surface, regain 1d4 hit points. Advantage on constitution checks and saving throw. It is light armor, but this is very much a Jaheira armor, so we're going to give it to her. And of course, we've got to dye it. There we go.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Alright, let's talk with everybody.
I look forward to the day we show the Archduke that his tongue is not half so silvered as he thinks.
Well, we can't pick a fight while he's surrounded by a steel watch.
We could. It would just be a very short one. We cannot expect either of the chosen to fall easily. But fall they must, if we're to have all three stones to command the brain. Still, if you see sense in making an alliance, I won't question it. I'll just look forward to the inevitable breaking Gortash spoke of.
Oh yeah, no worries. It's just an alliance of convenience at them.
Killing one's parents can be an important rite of passage. A usurpation of their place in society. Shadowheart may not have gained status from her parents' death, but she has freed herself from Shah's influence. There is comfort in that.
Why do you favor an alliance with Gortash?
He is the only authority figure in Baldur's Gate worth a damn. Even as the Elder Brain tears at the foundations of the city, he stands strong and looks for solutions.
He did fucking cause it.
Better for us to be a solution rather than a problem for his steel watch to scrape off the street. I am glad you recognized the benefits of that approach. If he proves troublesome, we can always kill him later, when his guard is down.
Curious about your thoughts regarding Raphael's deal.
I do not want a devil to hold my fate in his hands any more than a god. Aren't you tired of bowing and begging for scraps of power from your patron? I say we put the devil from our minds and trust in ourselves. If anyone should have the power of the crown, it should be us.
Well, that's why I'm planning on breaking into the House of Hope and stealing it.
Shadowheart's memories will be a heavy load for her to carry. But her suffering is over, and so is her parents'. I hope she finds comfort in that.
About the legend of Ensur.
It's not just a legend.
It's a history. Consider this. To Wormway neath prison's deepest level. That must mean Worm's rock prison. That's where we'll find the entrance to this Wormway. Then this. With the shock of a true hero's spark flickers, the torches alight, and Worm's eye shall awake a glitter. To open the way, we'll need to spark torches. This
Shocking
dragon
grasp.
Ansel was Baldur's ally. We'd be fools to let him sleep while the Dead Three's chosen raised the city.
Alright. Well, we can do that later.
It is no small thing to slay one's life-bringers. Shadowheart did what was right, not what was easy.
I wouldn't necessarily say slay. More like release.
Voss has done his duty. Now, we will do ours. We must find our way to the House of Hope and take the Orphic Hammer. When we next enter the Astral Prism, we will use the hammer to break Orpheus free. Vlaakith's left hand and her right. Commander of all dragons, chosen of the Queen Regent. Not since Vlaakith I has a Bart of Vlaakith been anointed. Another empty promise. Only a naive fool would believe otherwise. The kind of fool I was not so long ago.
Karlach.
I'm so glad Shadowheart's ordeal is over. It'll be a long time before she'll come to terms with all this. But at least now, she can start. Free of Shah.
Tell me about your relationship with Gortash.
He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid, brawling my way through the city. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy money, so I went in for it. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I like that. Not like that, you know. Just... it felt like a good fit. I kept him safe and he paid me well. Well enough to move into a better neighborhood and put something away for the future. My future. I respected him, trusted him. And he returned that trust, that respect. His life was in my hands, and I took that seriously. The whole thing with Zauriel happened so fast. I had no idea what had gone down until it was over. 1 minute I was in Baldur's Gate, a happy, healthy, not quite kid. The next, I was burning up in Avernus with an engine for a heart. Zauriel laughed. Said she paid him well for my services. She'd wanted to test her new machine, and he said I'd be able to handle it. He was right. Sometimes I wish he weren't. Evil, evil bastard.
What Shadowheart did for her parents was a profound act of love. Her courage is... well, it's quite something to behold.
Why does Elminster have such faith in you?
I've often asked myself the same question, but never really found a satisfactory answer. He clearly sees something in me that I can't. The wisdom and intelligence required to overcome almost insurmountable odds, perhaps? Or the stupidity required to attempt it. Take it as a compliment either way. You don't get to be 13 centuries old without becoming a sound judge of character. And cheese, apparently.
He's as long-lived as an Asari.
What can I do for you, my friend?
want to ask about Cazador's ritual. You must be thinking about it.
The thing that will decide my fate forevermore. Yes, it's been on my mind. Why?
I just want to know what your intentions are.
I hadn't really decided on the specifics. Obviously, we could stop the ritual, or not. What? I've obviously thought about it. If I was the one who completed the ritual, I'd have such power. And I could walk in the sun without fear I'd turn into a mind flare.
I don't think you should do it.
A pity, then, that it's not your decision to make. Of course, I don't even know if I could complete the ritual. It may be impossible, but it certainly is tempting.
All right.
Moon Maiden, hear me. Protect the woman we both love so very dearly.
She's all right. She's just different.
Ally mine. We are reunited once more.
What's up?
I was just regaling sweet Isabel with tales of our prowess.
Very impressive. Thank you for helping Aelin. That wizard sounded absolutely dastardly.
Oh, he was. I hope you can rest easy now, Aelin.
I always do, with darling Isabel by my side. Enjoy the spoils of your victory. Spin memories of Leroican's death in your mind like silk floss. My darling, we must inform our friend of our news.
Indeed. I've scouted a Selûnite enclave outside the city. They faced the Absolute's armies and come out battered and bruised. Aelin and I will go to them, provide what help we can.
But fear not. When the time comes for you to face the foe of foes, Isabel and I will stand by your side.
We wouldn't miss it. Not for anything.
Go well, friend. We will see you soon. And with our great powers combined, this city will be saved.
Alrighty. So, the two Selûnites are gonna be heading off. Alright, no one else has exclamation points. Why are they going back there? Okay, whatever. Now they're just walking around like they're lost or something.
Doesn't look like anyone's been here in a while. Perhaps people lost faith. Or forgot about it. I wanted to come here. To see if I felt anything that I hadn't done before. Now that I know what I know. Now that I know who I am.
And do you feel anything?
Loss. Actual loss, not Shah's oblivion. I had my family. For too short a moment. Now they're gone. By my hand.
They're not truly gone. Remember the moon motes?
I remember. But they can't comfort me. They can't give me advice. They can't tell me what I was like as a little girl.
Come on. push yourself enough. Let's head back.
I'll follow. But I think I want to stay here a little longer, firstly. This place isn't familiar, but it's peaceful.
So what is it now? Shadowheart or Jeneville?
Shadowheart. She's as much a part of who I am as Jeneville. Can't just forget her. It's not what I do anymore. Besides, Shadowheart still suits me. Even better than before, perhaps. You can't cast a shadow without some light.
All right. And with that, I think we're gonna go ahead and call it a stream. So tomorrow, we're gonna begin the quest for Minsk. First, we're gonna find the guild hall with Nine Fingers Keen. Then, we'll probably head to the counting house. I don't know if we'll finish the whole Minsk quest, but that's who we're going for next. Wednesday with the Floof crew, we're going to begin the search for the murder tribunal, because it's about time we take care of Balls Chosen. Thursday, we continue our playthrough of Assault Horizon. About ready to finish up the Dubai arc and head into Russia proper, because that's totally realistic. You know, Russia inviting the West into their borders. And then Friday in Arkham Asylum, we're heading into intensive treatment, fighting our way through the building or the facility to make it to Killer Croc's lair, so we can recover the plant required to formulate an antidote to the Titan formula. But anyway, thank you all for joining me. I hope you had fun. And I will see you guys tomorrow with Arella the Sorceress. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody.